These guys are Doug Pinnick, Ty Tabor, and Jerry Gaskill. They make up a band called King's X. And this is a greatest hits compilation that came out in 1997, shortly after the release of their sixth studio record with Atlantic Records, at least, entitled Ear Candy. King's X was a band back in the late 80s and throughout the early and mid 90s. A lot of more successful musicians and artists and bands cited them as a huge influence, like Jerry Cantrell of Alice in Chains, and I believe Scott Ian of Anthrax cited them as a huge influence, and himself as a big fan. And the thing was that they're a three-piece band, and they made a lot of noise, and they were all excellent players. And they vacillated between, some of it was pretty heavy thrash rock, some of it was just straight-ahead hard rock, and even on Ear Candy they started venturing into more of even like a psychedelic type of sound. And I'm not going to do a spotlight about them necessarily, but if you're into heavy music, and you haven't heard of King's X, you would be in the company of a lot of other people. They had a major label contract, and eventually it expired. But they didn't quite do, I think, what the record company was hoping they would do. They had some minor charting success throughout their career, and to my knowledge, on rock radio here in Southern Ontario, only one or two songs from the Dogman album from 1994 actually had any radio play here in the Toronto area, which is a shame because, again, they're excellent musicians and they wrote some genuinely great songs, and they were known and respected and loved well enough that they got on the stage at the 25th anniversary of Woodstock. So, I mean, that entails a certain level of popularity and gravitas within the industry. So, if you haven't heard of King's X and you're looking for one album to check out, I think Dogman would be the best one. It seems to be the best mixture of accessibility, hard rock, and as well musicianship. But if you're looking for a taste of what they were throughout their entire career, then pick up the best of King's X if you can find it. I mean, you're not too many record stores are going to have King's X records laying around any longer, but they're available and they're out there. So that's it. King's X. Pick up something by them. Check them out. YouTube them. Check out their website, and throw some hits the way of three musicians that whose career wasn't quite as grandiose as it could have been, and certainly not as successful as it should have been. My name is Daryl. I have been your critic this evening. Go out, discover new music, listen to it on a real hi-fi system. And I say hi-fi because I'm an old man. Stereo system, if you will. A good pair of headphones. And focus your attention on music at least once a day. Give yourself 15 minutes a day at least just to enjoy some music and not be doing something else at the same time. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about this Yahoo on YouTube that just spouts off. And if you know of a way that I can start including clips from these bands without having to have the YouTube copyright police jump down my throat, let me know. That'd be very, very helpful. And I guess I could research it myself, but I am very lazy. Hence the production quality of these videos. This is Dalvin Day Online. We'll see you tomorrow.